YouTube, what's up? 2020 Tantra on Amazon, info in the description. I don't like to give out this image of my false self like this because every time I give up the image, then this technology gets copied a little bit, and then it gets mimicked, and then because the body is the projection from the projector, that is the true you. When you close your eyes and you see that blackness, that darkness, that's the true you. When you open your eyes, you're casting light, so you're projecting your reality. So whenever you falsely identify or take a selfie or do things like this, you're creating a copy of a copy of a copy, which creates copies of a copy, and that further fragments your energy. So that's how your subconscious, which is your body, and all its reflections in its environment, all its reflections are a reflection of the subconscious. That's a further reflection of the reflection. So I'm going to let that sink. I know a lot of people need to really realize that the body is the mirror image, and then everything that you see with it is its reflection. So where you identify from, where the blood in your body resides, determines where you identify from and where you see from within your body. So whenever you blink, you've reached the end of your light. Every time you blink, you're resetting in the matrix. Every blink is, because you close your eyes, you recharge with the first eye, you go back to the darkness, close your eyes, you recharge the light with the first eye, then you open your eyes, cast light, project your reality, you see the mirror off of the projection of light, the reflection of the reflection, and when you run out of light, you got to blink. The more you keep your eyes open, that's the unnatural position. The more the eyes are open, then the more you're burning light. You're burning the fuel that you've charged with the breath. You breathe, you charge your light, you charge the first eye, then you visualize, because you keep your eyes closed this whole process of breathing. That's what vegging is. Whenever you veg, you listen into music for hours at a time, high frequency music in the sun or in a natural environment, the most natural environment you can get in, as naked as possible, and you just listening to the music at the highest frequency, that light is vibration. So the music, if it's at 432 or 528, those are higher frequencies of music, and they will continue to fill the voids in your endocrine system, and then you'll become more properly aligned as an antenna, because you're creating from a misaligned perspective, and then you continue to create copies and parasites from that perspective, and then they continue to create copies and parasites, and then the more that you feed into limitation, the more that you sync up with your parasites in that trajectory, in that family trajectory. So I'm going to let that sink. Every time you blink, you're going in and out of the matrix. Blinking is when you run out of light. You reach the point when you ran out of light, you got to blink to reset, and now you're already probably not breathing. So you blink, you're not breathing like you should be. You're slipping in and out of the dream. Every time you blink, you're in a subtle overlay of the real dream. There's a real dream, like the real grand dream, and then there's like little subtle overlays that you slip into every time you blink. And then when you have hard blinks, like going to sleep, that's like a long extended blink when you're charging, because every time you blink, you charge. But you're charging from a broken template because you ran out of energy, you ran out of light, so then you had to blink. So then you're at that point, then the matrix, you're falling asleep in the dream. Every time you blink is you falling asleep in the dream, because you're running out of light. So the more you close your eyes, the more you charge your light with the darkness that is the true you, because the light is the darkness that you see when you close your eyes. That is the light that you're charging the first eye with. Then you project your reality with the two eyes on the face. These are the separation eyes. That's why it's two of them. You got unity, the first eye, one eye, and you got separation. So when you look from here and identify from here, and with these only pick up 3 dimensions of the light spectrum. So they can only identify with separation. They can only identify with this and that. This doesn't know what this and that is, because it only knows oneness. It only sees oneness. So when you see from here, you can only perceive 3 dimensions of the light spectrum. That's built-in technology. That's organic technology. And that will be expanded upon every time somebody copies my image. So it's better that I don't exchange my image, because if I falsely identify with it, every blink and every time I don't reset, I could falsely fall into the dream, fall into the synchronizing with the false reality, and then with the parasite and what it's desiring. Because again, you identify with the projection, its body, then you start to identify with its desires, then you identify with the basis of its desires, which is minerals. So your basis is the mineral kingdom. Then you start robbing the world of minerals because you see separation. When you're really robbing yourself, there's never any separation, and you're never powerless. There's never any lack. One breath brings you to the next breath. And then that brings you, the more that you veg, accept, breathe consciously for hours, because I mean, you're breathing at work unconsciously and changing your breath into money to buy unhappiness, basically. So you might as well just sit there and veg, not need anything, charge, see the reality that you're projecting into, alter it with each charge. Because every time you daydream, you're altering your reality. And then you see, I'm at my end of my breath here. See, like, and then the visual, you know, once you get to the end of the breath, then the body has to reset. So you got to breathe again, blink, get some light in, you get some darkness in so that you can turn it into light so that you can project some more. Like, this is the whole separation thing. You know, this is what I'm going through in real time now, like really creating my reality in real time. And now it's like really the Truman Show. Like, I really see that every time I breathe, I get to another level of conscious realization of what my subconscious has created. I can accept that, what I've created in the quantum sense, it solves everything. I don't have to move. That's why I say knowledge is power. Like, if I know the quantum trajectory, then I don't have to move, because I don't have to chase anything. I just have to charge and wait till the alignment is right, and then the alignment will push me to where I need to be. I don't have to move and chase and burn my light, and then I get where I'm going, and by the time I get there, I'm tired anyway, and I don't enjoy it. Because your energy is your health, and your energy is everything, and your energy is determined by your breath. And if you can't expand your diaphragm all the way out, then you can't fully breathe, then you can't fully receive. And perception is reception. So what you're seeing is a lie. It's an overlay. It's life. Lief. It's the overlay over the light, over the true light. So people are in a parasitic mindset because they're in the separation profit mindset, instead of everything that gives will take equally reality. The oneness, the center of the circle. So it's the path of least resistance. So yeah, I found in what I needed to see. So I'm just waiting for Maya to hit me back in so we can fix these karmas, and then I can meet this Capricorn. So that's pretty much where I'm at. And if y'all want to consult with me, hit me up. I never need anything ever again. I know that if I just charge and breathe, then I just get enough light to see the dream, to slip into it, because I'm light enough to do that now. And the reason you can't talk to people and they're not physically in your reality, because y'all on different wavelengths, and you got to use the retarded form of quantum telepathy, which we call a telephone. That's retarded telepathy. Whenever we outsource for technology, that is dependency, that is unintelligence. It's built on something from inside of us. That's how we can perceive it. It came from inside. We saw it inside and then we projected it. Everything is created from this perfect template. Yep, that's what it's about. So that's pretty much where I'm at. It's really about it. Breath to breath. Just healing every breath. And that's it. Yeah, just so light now that I realize the dream. And I can realize like the matrix and the changes in the matrix and what people are calling the Mandela effects. Like, it's just you. It's your subconscious. It's not even a big deal. And then if your wavelength is low vibration, then you're just in that pool of subconscious. And then it doesn't matter if you're eating plants and stuff like that. Your root chakra is still filled with scrambled light. So, you still are in that wavelength. So as you let that void fill itself by fasting, by doing, not doing, and allowing the void to fill itself, because to be full, allow yourself to be empty, and then you don't need as much. Not needing is intelligence. The more you need, that's the less intelligent you are. The more dependent you are. People like codependency, though. They like creating needs in others. But when you create needs in others for you, that means you're taking from you when you could just empower yourself, show others how to empower themselves, and change the world from within. But everybody is doing it externally and projecting. So, real people are really asleep within the dream. Every single time you blink, you've reached the end of your light. So 2020 Tantra on Amazon. Crown Tantra is now out or in. Crown Tantra is now, I just released Crown Tantra. It's an ebook form. I'll get the hard copy will be on Amazon soon. So I'm doing, I still got the PDFs for you if you need it. Crown Tantra is available now. And Tao of the Day. It's 35 books now. So I got to my 35, I got to that 8, I reached infinity. I've serviced my karmic debt outwardly to my reflections, and now it's all inward at this point. So if you are compelled to me now, with something we really got to fix. So, and if you feel like you need to exchange for the books, then that's just energy returning. You're going to be, everything that gives takes equally. Know that. Never see the lack. See where the contrast meets, then you find a common ground and evolve. Accept everything as your subconscious bringing you to another level of consciousness. Your subconscious isn't against you. It's bringing you to another level of consciousness. It's showing you that you let go on the steering wheel. When you close your eyes at some point, you slipped into the dream. You let the creative power go to a parasite, basically a copy of you or a false identification you created from that place. And then your subconscious is bringing that back to you, like waking you up. Like, hey, man, like, take this back. Like, I don't want to have control of this. Like, you need to consciously create this reality. Like, you're giving me, it's almost like a burden on the subconscious. And then as a male, you got to know that the female is your subconscious, like, embodied. And you're her subconscious, embodied. And that's the exchange of the yin and the yang. And then you unify and become one person when it's all in proper alignment. But alignment is creation. And negation is creation. So, reduction is production. You got to remove what isn't you to see the true you. And that's just, the more you hold on to the falsehoods, the more that, you keep a hood over the true you. So, yes, Crown Tantra, Crown. And 2020 Tantra and Tao of the Day. And the other 32 books, it's 35 books now, all in PDF, all in ebook on Amazon. You can get them in hard copy on Amazon. And, like I said, consultation, 50 for a half hour, 100 for an hour. Or you can come up here to Kings Canyon and we can fast, because I'm up here indefinitely now. I'm just basically this human plant now. So it's whatever. It's everything. Everything is everything.